Hello. Do we have anybody in here? Are we live or are we live? That's the $1,000,000 question. Hey, we have someone here. Imagination to Form, nice to see you. Thanks for taking some time off your Saturday. Let's see, I need to just stop a few things here. Boom, 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 boom. I think we're going. Oh, the chat is a little bit way off to the left. Maybe we can... Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's good. Cool. So, yeah, welcome to 3D Print Tech Design stream. Today, we're gonna focus purely on the design part, so 3D modeling. So I asked on Twitter. Let's see if I can find that tweet. Where are we? Yeah, that's the tweet. So I thought that, hey, yeah, I like my own tweet. I know. So I thought that, yeah, I wanted to make like a vote to see what you guys would choose, and it looks like you chose the Tesla Model X. So that's pretty sweet. You might know that I did this model before, a while back, for our Enzo version that fits on the OpenRC F1 chassis and all that. So I thought, hey, electric car like this is, we need to have electric car body. So therefore we are going to make a Model X today, which is going to be pretty fun. Hopefully you would learn something about the sculpt tool and the Fusion 360 and the way that I model. It's not going to be like perfect, but it's going to be a really fun way. I just noticed that I'm not following Kirby. That's weird. Need to follow him. He's the F1 race master. Cool. So, yes, let's see if we can go back here. So what do we need to do this? Well, we need to first start off with a, just bring that down. We need to start off with some sort of reference shape. So I just uploaded 2 sketches here. We still need to adjust them a lot. These are in the canvases. By the way, can you both hear and see everything very well? Hopefully you can. Yeah, just let me know if it's all good. Let's see if we can get the last pieces going. All right, so yeah, nothing fancy here. What I will do, however, is to insert the OpenRC F1. And the reason for that is that we need to have some sort of reference, of course, for all the CAD files. So Daniel Norrie, creator of OpenRC, who had his birthday today, by the way. So if you're watching, happy birthday, mates. So we need to insert the F1 card that he designed, the OpenRC model, to use as a reference. We can model around that. So we might need to do some adjustments and all that. But yeah, here we have it in real world scale. I'm going to insert the component there. It's quite clear that we need to edit our canvases. So we're going to start with the one from the side. And the reason for that being is that we need to adjust the wheels so we get somewhat close to the wheels. Again, the car is pretty big, so we don't want to make everything way too big. So maybe we could, if we scale it down a little bit, like this, we are getting pretty good wheelbases, but we need to move the front wheels quite a lot. There should be room for it, especially because we can mount the motor maybe behind the current gantry, but we do want it to like just fall on top of the OpenRC F1 model. Let's see if we adjust it a little bit. Maybe here we go, something, maybe this scale we wouldn't have to change a lot of the parts. We could keep the chassis here in the front. we could probably keep all the chassis in the back as well. So it is quite a lot bigger. It's going to be quite tall, but hey, maybe that's how it's supposed to look, right? Yeah. It's pretty big, but that's probably right. Probably right. Okay, let's edit the top canvas as well. Usually I go something like this on the side and then try to adjust it in a little bit. Scale it a little bit more, maybe 0.3. That's 25. That's gonna be perfect. And slightly to the forwards. That looks good. That looks very good. Let's click that. Okay, and we also need to insert the front and back. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any really good reference here. So you have the one from the front at least. Let's see, on that plane, need to scale up a lot, rotate minus 90 degrees. Let's just check it out here from the front. Yeah, Nylon X would be perfect for a RC car. Now the Tesla would probably be a little bit less crashy compared to, let's say, the original one. I'm just guessing, but I think it would be because it would be thicker and no flimsy parts that will fall off. I think that is almost as close as we're going to get, 0.95. If we move it down now, that's too much. Whoa, that was not what I meant to do. Ah, god dang it. So which printer are you printing the Nylon X in? By the way, can you guys hear the humming in the background? That is the Piopoli Moa. If you are, let me know if it's bothering you too much. I think that's a pretty good. Oh, of course we don't have the wheels. So we need to not rotate, but move. So we see the wheels down there. Maybe from this angle would be perfect, because then we see the top of the car and we see the tires. So that was a little bit too much scaling. Maybe that's perfect. There we go. Ah, yeah, that's awesome. That's gonna be a really good print combo, I believe. It's a bit quiet in chat today. Is everyone out in the nice weather, or everyone watching football instead of this one? Hopefully not. I know there's a World Cup coming like really soon, but yeah. Yeah, anyways, there we go. We have now rigged the reference parts that we need. So what we can now do is that we can actually, we can start modeling. I'm going to move the OpenRC reference directly into the middle, or I hope that I will. Can we set a, are there any good, that should be a midpoint. And we should be able to move that to our point. There we go. Now it's centered. That looks pretty neat. I think this is going to be really cool. Meh. All right. Yeah. This can be really, so just, by the way, can you see the screen? I know it's a little bit weird resolution. Let me know if I should try to change that, if that's even possible while streaming. Okay, we can hide the rear spoiler, front spoiler. We don't need to worry about those. We don't need the body assembly either. We do just, this is basically what we need. Rear wind mirrors, cameras as well. Yeah, this is all we need to figure stuff out. Let's see, we can hide some of the bolts as well, just to make it a little bit easier for graphics and all. But yeah, there we have the do they have a resealable? I've never tried the Nylon X, so I don't know if they have. I have some Sux Pro filament here around, and they have the resealable packs that you can pump up the air from. So you have some silica gel, and you also make a vacuum in them, so you don't have to worry about the moist. That's pretty cool. Anyways, I think we are ready to start with the modeling. So I'm gonna save. We are going to, the question is what we will start with. By the way, can I change opacity on this one? No. Can we do it on the separate ones? Properties, appearance? No, we need to go into each and every body, and we do not have time for that. Okay, let's just keep that. Alright, so I like to start with the sides when I'm doing modeling, and I'm going to use several different forms and shapes to then attach. So what I'm going to do is to go into the sculpt environment. I'm going to start with a plane, and I'm going to start here on the side. So that allows me to create some sort of model here. And before we do anything, we want to move this out to roughly where we are going to have it. So that should be somewhere around that. Good. Now we might need to have some sort of reference picture from the side. Let's see. Just wondering how it actually looks. Okay, so we have some pretty smooth shapes here. It's a line up there, and then we have this indent, and then pretty straightforward lines. Pretty easy actually, and this turns into the front later on. Okay, pretty easy. So let's start with adjusting the top shape, and we wanna make room for possible changes to the midsections there later. So I'm basically modeling 2D right now. I'm going to take a little bit of extra room for the tires, because we will probably just cut out the tires. That's probably going to be easiest. Something like that. Go down a little bit, and this should also go down to follow the shape. Yeah, it's probably around 200 with everything, when you include the controllers and everything. So, and we also need to start to bend this inwards. So this line is meeting up with the top parts. So there you see I'm trying to follow the lines underneath the windows, which is the same on this sketch. And I probably already need to insert an edge. So what I like to do is that I like to make some shortcuts for my tools. I think you should save up for electronics. They're really fun. And there I can hear a printer is ready. That's nice. So we had this shape on top of there. That's probably going to have to follow the car a little bit more later. Again, this line should go all the way down to the chassis. Not the chassis, yeah, the chassis. And this one here, I will continue to the middle here. Just because we wanna make some cuts later that are easier this way. But we need to insert an edge. To do it somewhere around there. Oops. Take all of these. One more. So now when I start to move these outwards a little bit, probably push these ones forward a little bit more. Probably be around there. You guys need to go in a little bit more. Something like that. I'm going to drag out a continued shape here. Try to start to fold this up a little bit. I'm pretty sure that everything goes up at the end. How are we looking from the top? We need to start moving everything in a little bit. Especially around there. I want to keep some space for other shapes there. Alright, now we have this line here. So what I'm going to do now is a little bit weird. Hey Patrick! Nice to see you. I'm actually going to extrude that in, but then I'm going to change my visuals here. So it's easier to see like how I'm thinking about this line. By the way, I can see that this line should not be as stiff as that is. I really like to switch over to the polygon mode because it helps keep me sane, more or less. So I think that I am going to, let's see, how are we going to do this line? We are going to weld those ones. So everything goes out again, including here. Let's have a look at the reference. We don't have any scoops down there like we have on the Enzo and the cars. So we are, is that the one? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. God dang it. Mosquitoes, we don't like those. They probably don't like me either. There we go. So if we look at this now in the whole more rounded shape, we are starting to get some definitions on shape here. However, is it far enough back? That is the million-dollar question. Probably not. I'm going to move it all back a little bit more. Yeah, if we finish it. Hey, Print It, nice to see you as well. Hey man, of course you can design a brick in Fusion. We'll get you there if it's not working. Okay. So this shape is starting to look a little bit weird back here. We'll focus on that later. I want to get this side totally finished. And another little trick here to do the same effect as we did above, more or less, is that we use the bevel edge, and we are going to make it super tiny, like down there. Again, we want to watch the polygon mode. And we want to weld, maybe that one to this one. Maybe something like that instead. So we are going to move this in a little bit as well. This one also in a little bit. Now if we check it out from the smooth view, we're still not getting that shape that we need. So we need to move those in even more. Oh, sorry, just these ones. Okay, we need to add a line, because I can't define this this part enough. Okay, so there we are starting to get some better looks. I'm just gonna finish. No, I'm not going to. Need to go back. Let's check out. It's probably that part. Yep. Again, the reference. How does it look there? It goes into a very smooth flow. Hey, Abby, nice to see you as well. Well, it could be pro. We've hardly even started, so please don't expect too much. Okay, so that worked, but I'm pretty sure I want to have it like so, and then this one to this one. We are getting some weird shapes, but I think we can solve those later. Question is, can we... Yeah, we can check out the shape. I think it's a little bit too transparent. I don't want that. How do I... opacity control? 100? Why are they not 100%? That's a little bit weird. It should be 100% because we are working in that model. But okay, maybe it's the canvases. What happens if we hide the canvases? Ah, there we go. So let's just have a quick look in render mode to see kind of how the reflectivity is here. So we're just focusing on these two lines, comparing them to Tesla here. I think the top one should be sharper. Let's see, top one should be... Is it going outwards or inwards? That is the question. Okay, it's just sharp. And it's going inwards down there. Ah, that explains a few things. Okay. Let's go back and let's redo it. Captain Marvel. Oh, yes. Okay, so that means that we need to scratch this one here. We need to display, make them boxes. And this line should not be... I'm going to delete those. It should only be sharp. So one way to do that is to crease it. I don't like doing that because it leaves you with very little control. Let me just show you here if I... and it should probably be further out as well. Something like that, I believe. Because if we do like this, you see we get a way too sharp line. That's not reasonable. So what I like to do instead of using the crease, I will use the bevel. That does not look right. Why are you two fighting over that space? You should be much more cooperative. So what I like to use instead is the bevel tool. And I'm pretty sure that we can use this here as well. So we're going to bevel it, but extremely little, so like 0.05. That's probably going to be good. And again, we need to control the start and the stop. We don't want to have any weird shapes. We do, however, I think to kind of help everything, I'm going to insert an edge somewhere around here. Okay, I'm not. I'm going to use this as a reference. Insert an edge. Oh, that's not possible. Okay, let's see if we can do it now. We cannot. It's because of the bevel down there. So we are going to do like that. Then we are inserting a point there, and down there. Ta-da! That means that when we fix this one here, it's much more smooth. Okay. Let's go back to display mode. Change it to smooth. And I forgot to weld the front. There we are. Now we have a really sharp edge. I'm going to show you now in render mode, just quickly. Show you guys that we have a sharp edge up there, but it's not too sharp. And it blends in very well with the other ones as well. What is this spam? I never get spam. That's weird. Sorry if anyone wanted to go to that site, but nope. Can't allow that. Yeah, imagination, you want to be the bot? I trust you. Are you up for the job? So you can also see that this line here on the side is pretty sharp in the beginning and kind of way more softer in the rear. Let me know if you're up for the job. I think you would do it very well. Hey! Woo! Congrats, man! Okay, so going back again, we are going to go back and forth a little bit here because I want to make it good. So how we can solve that is by working with the edges here in the rear, widening them a little bit, but also making them taller. Again, that will change everything else. So one thing we can do there is to make sure that we keep this line pretty sharp, is to actually crease it for now. We might change it later. So we want to crease that edge. Whoa, everything's spinning around. There was another one? Jesus Christ. So now we can start to move this this point up and in. Up and in and up and in. That helps with the whole flow. It's very important with flow. I keep saying that. But the flow is what makes the car. Cool. I might even... Yeah, let's go ahead and try to make some sort of round shape here. So we can do it this way. We'll start by actually, and we want to have this like so. Hey, Egan. There is no responsibility, only great power. Ultimate power. So I am fine-tuning a little bit of the shapes here, because we need to start to blend the wheelhouses in a little bit more. So I'm going to do something like this. And since we have created this shape here, hope you can see this, this doesn't stop anywhere, it doesn't end anywhere. So it would be a good idea to, and also make it like out here, but it would be a very good idea to have it actually end somewhere. So now we can take out the wheelhouse and we can insert a point, let's say up here. So So we just create a new line there. Ta-da! That should help us in our quest. By the way, I will probably weld these two because they are so far away. That will help us with the quest of the wheelbase, getting that rounded off a little bit. Feels like a really small wheelbase, but the Tesla is an SUV. 20-inch rims. Yeah, scale of 20-inch, I believe, is the best. Okay, so how are we looking right now? Well, we're getting some rounded shapes over there, but still it's not really comparable to the reference. It's almost a straight line on top of the wheels, and it arcs out a little bit. Okay. What's one? I mean, you could probably get this to be a 1-to-1. Okay, let's go back into my favorite mode, and yeah, we need to create a new set of points going, let's say, up there and back down there. And it should be further out. But also, I think it was a stupid idea to blend those. So I'm going to create a new edge here, just slightly on top. And can we slide these two? No. And we are going to insert points there to there, repeat there to there, like so. Now we can start to blend in a little bit. Yeah, I think it's gonna be very good, but we'll have to see. And one way we can now, if you look here, I can't promise it's gonna be perfect the first attempt, but I think that since we are just want to make this a little bit smoother, but because we are working, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, because we have this shape here. Let me show you. On this one, I think is best. No, it's not. It's that's not a X. So you see this line here. I can zoom here. It's sharp and then it's not sharp. It's less defined here. So I think one of the ways we can do this is that we are going to, oh wow, by the way, yeah, is that we have this double line. You see these two yellow lines? Those are what help us sharpen that line. So what we can do, if we are a little bit creative, is that we slide this edge, hopefully, slide. If we slide it, no, not that way, but okay, I'll slide it manually. If we slide that up and this one down, we should end up with a much less defined edge around there. So to confirm our thesis, we should display it as round again and finish the form. And we can't finish the form because I've done something down here. Oh my god. Let's crease this one. That's probably what's wrong. Yep. What? Who's complaining? Where are you complaining? Over there? Come on. There's nothing wrong with this one. Okay, maybe there is. This looks all very weird. I think we need to go back into this mode. So what is happening over here, guys? It's nothing I'm really familiar with. So let's repair the body. Just make sure there's any weird parts. Still weird. Okay. So obviously something is wrong with this. Do we have a double line here? I didn't know I have a double line. Wait, have I? Nothing makes sense over here. I'm going to remove those two and create new points instead. Because I'm not sure what's happening. That doesn't make sense at all. Why do you even have bodies over there? I don't have any bodies over there. They're not self... What? Oh, okay. But again, I don't have double lines here. Why are there doubled lines? Let's remove those two. Can we remove all? What the f? Something really weird has happened. Okay. Apparently I need to step... Aliens. Yes. I need to step back. I think it was... I broke something when I remodeled both of these shapes. So let's see if we can do it this way instead. And see if we still have a... yeah, we still... Now we have a much better shape. Okay. Let's continue with it. I am determined to show you what I meant. So, again, what the Tesla? We are now going to move one up and one down. And it better work this time. What? Oh, it was the one down there. Oops. I can live with that. I need to crease this one, otherwise it's not going to be happy. There we go. Into the render mode. Render. Hello. There we go. Everything's weird. So again, it's not perfect with the wheelhouse, but can you kind of see what I mean? That's a double line. What's happening over here? It's not perfect just yet. Why isn't it perfect? Well, this line could be sharper, of course. Maybe we can lower this one as well. And maybe we can raise. I cannot English today. The whole idea was that this was supposed to be much sharper. Why it's not, I'm not completely sure. Also, how are the flow over here? Let's check it out in smooth view. Well, it is getting better, but it's not good. But we'll keep it for now, because we need to focus a little bit more on other shapes. Let's just see what happens if we try to make this into a wheel hub. Let's remove, delete. There we go. We want to move those away a little bit. Let's see what looks. Need to see the canvases, of course. Otherwise I can't remodel the car. Okay, making the wheel hubs. I said I was gonna cut it out, but we need the rounded shape, so I need to do something to try to get it a little bit better here. Let's see. I think this could work. That would be epic if Elon was here. I did hashtag it Tesla, so I mean, who knows? No, that's not gonna happen. Let's see, we have one more point on that side. I think that can be fine for now. So we have an unbalance in the polygons here. The question is, can I move this upwards? I should be able to do, right? I can probably move that a little bit more up. We'll have to check it later. This one a little bit more up as well. And this one also a bit more up. And we need to... So yeah, they're all touching the wheel now, not the actual wheel hub. So that's a good point. We'll need to move these forward a little bit. And these two up a little bit. Don't want to get too crazy. I'm saying that and still I'm doing crazy stuff. But hey, whatever floats the boat. The reason why I'm modeling with the polygon view instead of the smooth one is because it's much easier, for me at least, to get a rough shape and then start working with everything. So one of the things I'm going to do here is I'm going to just increase this one a little bit here, because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we have a very sharp line around the car wheel, and I'm gonna try to get that with these tools I have in my disposal. I do think that it's not enough. So before we continue, I will probably have to insert a line going down here. Like so, because then we can control this part of the wheel as well. And we want to do that. That helps with the roundness. Is that a word? Roundness? I think it's a word. Should be a word. Yes. Let's go down. Let's go down, you two. Okay. Can you guys let me know if you believe this is gonna work? I have no idea, but let's quickly make a smooth out of it. We can see that it's way too pointy. Why is it that? It shouldn't be so pointy. Whoa! Holy moly! Why are they behaving like that? Those should not be so... They should not have so much influence. Very weird. Nah, he would never be that. You think? At least not now when they still need money. Wow, it's really wanting to make a sharp... I'm a little bit confused why. Okay. What happens if we do like this? If we would to not insert an edge, insert a point like so, what would happen? It would still be very unround. Maybe Maybe we need to come back to that a little bit later. But it's starting to do like I wanted it to, although we need to have... Maybe that's the problem. We need to insert an edge here. Would that help? Not really. Let's try insert an edge here as well. Nah, not now. Oh, you did? I think that wouldn't be very... That wouldn't be the best, right? I don't think that's fair for him. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit over here because it's not becoming as round as I wanted to. Maybe if we delete the mid part again. It looks so weird. It doesn't look right anywhere. Okay, come on. Can we... What happens if we scale? Ah, now we're getting somewhere. Let's see. Do we need to move all of these? Yeah. That's starting to look pretty round. Also, what I should do is actually use a cylinder to help me with the roundness. That would be a pretty good idea. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the wheel is sharp, but I can't be sure. So there's something over there happening. Oh, we have the wheel in there, of course. Okay. I think we are making progress. I promise. Even if you're not seeing it, I promise we are making progress. Okay, so that's almost round. Those are really weirdly bent. Okay, we're really making progress. This could be the most round I will get it. Huh. That's really scary, or maybe not scary, but yeah, I wouldn't expect him to get sacked. Let's try to crease this one, just to have some sort of roundness over there. Okay, I think we're gonna leave the rear wheel for now. We can probably do some fine-tuning later, but I think that looks pretty nice. Maybe we should start working with the front. So we have these lines here. I will move those back a little bit. And we will also need to move these ones back to follow the flow. Again, flow is important, very important. The flow makes the car. Let's see, let's try a different approach here. The old classic way of ramming everything back and then just dragging it forward. That's not a technique, Anton. Well, no, but it could be. So again, we are making the tires a little bit smaller. We are making the first shape here, our primary shape. So let's see. Let's just make a check from the top, see if we're somewhere correct. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This one probably needs to go out. Ta-da. And start moving forward. Now is probably the part where we need to get it in. Okay, let's follow that line. There is contact with the headlight. So let's make sure we have contact with the headlight there as well. We are going to cut out the headlight later, so we don't have to worry about that. We just have to worry about the shapes around it. So I really don't know how we are closing up this shape, but it could be something like this. Let's try from this view. Let's see. Ooh, we have some tires in the way. Let's hide those. Okay, so we are pretty close to whatever shape we are following here. Pretty close at least. These two probably go in a little bit more. Yeah, that looks approved. And you also want to go down and in. Okay, let's scale down. Wait, how did we do it in the back? We made a really, really tiny version first, and then a little bit bigger. Is it exciting? Am I talking too much or too little? Do you guys want me to tell you guys more about what I'm doing? I'm trying to like explain how I'm thinking while I'm doing it. But yeah, it's me doing it weirdly, I know. Okay, let's smoothen it out, and we are starting to see some progress here. Starting to look a little bit weird over here. Maybe. Oh, it's just a past shape coming through, right? Let's have a look in the render and remove the canvases. There we go. That looks pretty well. I think one thing we could do here in the setup, just to see a little bit better, is to use a skylight as background. Oh, maybe not that one. Something that cars would. This is a good car rendering. Now we're starting to see at least some shapes. I'm not sure about this part. It should probably be fixed. Yeah, that doesn't look good. So we kind of have too much going on here. And I also I want this line to continue up there instead. I'm going to make that all the way. Because I'm pretty sure that doesn't finish like we made it to. Hey, lurking. Everyone's lurking around. Exciting stuff. Okay. Maybe this one. Okay, how does it look in the front? That's a good picture. It is quite round over there. Quite round. So there we can also see we have a... Oh, it's a pretty sharp line down there as well. I think that line is sharper one than I'm doing it. So yeah, I would say that these two lines need to be much further up. So we'll do that. And I think this line should not be creased. This line should be uncreased. And we should remove that one. No, wait. Not remove, but we should bevel this one. Like so. And we can remove that one. And this one. Is that how we do it? I don't remember. Let's see. Yeah, that looks better. And we also get the sharp shape in there. Yeah, that looks much better. Much better. Can we finish the shape? Yeah. Look at that. Now we're talking. Okay, it's still pretty pretty sharp, right? But we are seeing some results. Again, reference pictures. We have much more flow there. Ah, it's the doors that fool me a little bit. Okay, we have... I think I know what I need to do. I need to move this line. Up. Up, up, and away. Because when we do that, I can actually move this one up a little bit as well. We get this... You can almost see it in the reflections. We get a much more different shape there. You can probably move that in a little bit. Yeah, now it's starting to get that smooth, rounded shape. And these ones are probably still way too sharp. Nice, thank you. Because it kind of ends up inside under the car down there. Those doors look really good. That's way impressive. But okay, and we also got some good reference here on the front shape, which is a really weird shape. Hopefully we can manage to get that one done. But yeah, okay. We should probably do a few things here. First of all, we need to move this one, at least these ones, forward. And these ones forward. Forward and a little bit out. Maybe up as well? No, just forward. And this line we can probably drag back a little bit. It's not that like sharp here in the beginning. I think that's a good way to smoothen everything out. And you guys down here, I need to see how you're doing in the polygon mode. So what is happening down here? Okay, so we need to maybe that's the way we do it. I'm not sure, but okay, let's try it. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit too sharp. Jesus Christ. Come on, Anton, just get it done. I hear you say. or maybe not. Yeah, let's insert another edge here a little bit further down, because that will allow us to get that rounded shape that I think we have on the car. Yeah, being a car designer would be a really tedious work, I suppose. It is going in a little bit much. Ah, never mind. We need to probably stop thinking about that part. And again, okay, we have this. This needs out. No, sorry, this one needs out. And you are connected to what? You're connected to this point. And you can also go out a little bit to get the flow. Again, flow is important, very important. And you also need to go out a little bit. I see. Awesome. So, what do you guys say? Front or rear back? Or do you want to go up on the roof, the glasses? What's your thoughts? What do you want to do? Front or rear? Or top? A lot of choices. I'm actually pretty sure all of this needs to go in a little bit. Maybe not yet. Maybe this one should go out. Ooh, that could be cool. Yeah. Front or rear? What's your suggestion? Wait, the chat is weird. There we go. Sorry about that. Also, that wheel looks a little bit weird, but we can probably fix that later. Or should I do it now? I'm not getting any suggestions on working on front or rear. So that means that I can probably choose whatever I want. So I'm going to choose the front. Okay, let's look at it from the top. Which lines are we working with here? We have these ones. If I do like so, but I crease these ones for now. Like so. And I'm going to weld to, or am I? Maybe not. Maybe not weld. I'm using Alt on Windows keyboard. I'm not sure about for Mac. So I'm oh no, wait, I'm using Shift. No? Yeah, Alt, which I suppose is Alt on Mac keyboard as well? No. Maybe it's Command. We are just going to drag those points into that area. Something like that. And try to visually see it from the side. Where do we need to go? We need to go more or less the same. But then comes the fun part, the next one. So again, as a reference for right now, I'm going to crease that edge. Oh, what happened? Was it a notification? Maybe that's way too loud. Imagination, what happened? Was it the yeah from CSI? Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Sorry. I was gonna make a joke about banging something, but maybe I shouldn't. Yeah. So now I'm trying to figure out these lines so they are as good as possible. Again, we are using crease, which I don't like, but we might fix that a little bit later. So we have the Piopoli Moi, or Moi, or Moisi. I don't know how to pronounce it. Moi. I have that on the floor behind the screen. It's done some pretty cool things so far. I'll show you guys in a few seconds, but first we want to continue here on the front of this bad boy. It does look a little bit unflowy here. Let's that is true. We cannot have those kind of jokes here. Increase this one as well. So how does the hood look? Does it go up a lot? It looks pretty flat. There's a little bit of very little. There's not. Yeah, it's not that round actually. However, it is going up a little bit more here. So maybe we go up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Smooth those over. And then when you reach around here, because then we can take all of these, just increase them a little bit. So I think that's getting pretty close to it, right? Yeah. Pretty close. And again, we are going to slightly oops, not this one. Slightly decrease that one, deselect, and increase down there. And that should be a pretty good looking front. It doesn't look. Yeah. We are getting somewhere. We can probably drag you down so far. Yeah, I think that it's, I mean, for being an SLA printer, like actual SLA with lasers, not DLPs trying to be lasers, it's incredible. Let me show you this. I don't think we can focus this close, but this is a Benchy. I don't think you can even see how small it is. No, I guess I have to link you the article. It's crazy good. I think it's on my website somewhere. The question is where. I'll link that in the chat in a few seconds for you. If you want to check that out later. There we go. Here's some close-ups of the Benchy. Okay, so how are we going to work with the fronts? Well, this obviously goes down a little bit more. This one closes off there. This one closes off there. I think Yeah, okay, it is a sharp. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, 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 okay. So I need to have some reference here on the front. How does it actually end? Is it, yeah, it's a transition between this sharp line and the hood. Okay, okay. So I probably need to decrease those two. Because we are going to end it with this one here. It's a little bit weird, but apparently that's how it looks. There are some very weird lines on this car. For example, this one here, I should weld this one there and this one there. I think I watched that video very late, so I might have forgotten about it. But yeah, I finished the print a few minutes ago. We might take a look at that a little bit later. Let's see here. Okay. So that line, how does it actually end? That one ends into the headlight, I believe. So we can probably uncrease that one. Yes. Because it will end into the headlights, for sure. Maybe go forward a little bit. Or out. That's why I don't like creases. Yeah, that's really clever. Okay, we are working on this part. We need to insert a point, I think. Someone's having a party outside. Thank you, Patrick. It's so far it's fun, but these kind of projects can be quite tedious when you're getting close to finish. So we'll see. Again, this is one of the reasons why I don't enjoy creasing. So I'm gonna uncrease, and then we uncrease that one. Yes, and then we are going to bevel. Bevel edge really tight. There we go, because then we can fix this. We get control. I like control. Control. Yeah, well, let's go with that. Same with this one. We might need to get things sorted up here later. Hey, Marius. It's going forward. Let's have a quick look at how it looks in render mode. So obviously some parts in the front are still very weird, but we are getting close to a car-ish design. A car-ish. Again, that's way too sharp all the way forward. It should not be like that. So let us remove this one. That should be better. And I'm going to uncrease this one as well and actually bevel it, even though I said I didn't want to bevel that one. But I will do that. think I want to switch over to this mode a little bit. I'm going to remove that part. Hey, thank you. Let's bring out the canvases again. So just as a reference, I'm going to bring this all the way down, even though I will need to fix it in very many ways. But it will go kind of like out there. This one will probably end up down there. So we weld this one there. So we have a problem. We have a part here where there is no flow. Anton when his flows. Yeah, but the flow is really important, especially around here. Okay, how are we going to avoid triangles and work with squares in this area? This is one of the most difficult parts about forms. Trying to keep squares, so you work with as little triangles as possible. Is the anvil taking your is the ghost taking your anvils? That's weird. So again, move that in, move this into. But yeah, working with squares is much better for everything. Everything when it comes to car design. The spice must flow. Yes. We must also insert another point. This one is going to be more around here. I think I can leave it there. I'm actually not sure. But yeah, let's try that for now. And how are we going to close up the front? How does that look? Okay, so it goes inwards. Wait, first it goes... Okay, first it goes out. So we are going to watch this from the side. So this one goes out. Let's also bevel this already, because I know what I will have to do with this one. I know that I will have to weld these two together, but I also know that these two needs to kind of go out. And this one should almost go in like this. Maybe not all the way back there, but if we now start to make this design go in. So wait a minute, how does those two lines go together? Okay, so we do have a space between, which means that... What does that mean? I hear you say. That's right, Patrick. It's geometryception? No? That's not a word. Okay, so how it looks from the side. Very good, very good. We are making great progress with this very difficult part. I am going to guess that's a fairly good shape. And yeah. Wait, how does it look? It goes down like that. Okay, very nice. Because if it goes down like that, that means that these needs to... Actually, everything must go in a little bit more. So everything's in. So, and then we take these and we get those down something like that. This one somewhere in between. Yeah, yep. I think you are too far out. I want you in there again. What else? We want you to go in a little bit, and also you. And I need to sharpen this ones, and I'm going to sharpen them with a bevel. And the same goes with this one, a bevel, which means that we are in trouble over there. But maybe we can solve that. Wait, no, cancel. What happens if we bevel these ones? Nah, it doesn't want to work. Okay. Oh, wait, that one's weird. Well, those two. Yes, SDLs are point in space. So SDLs are trying to triangulate the shapes that I'm doing now. So these shapes are... They may be... Like when I smooth this, everything is going to be more sharp. And we end up with these type of plates that are... I mean, can we... You can kind of see how the flow... Again, with the flow, how these are lines. These are, of course, not correct lines, but you try to make all of these parts into squares. But if we look at the triangles, they try to stretch the squares into the triangles. So that's why we are working with what they call mathematic surfaces. It's parametric because it's... Since we have squares, we can divide them into infinity, hence increasing detail. So in theory, the further I zoom in, I will still have the mathematical shapes of all the lines. So less is more, because when you have less lines, you get more good math. You get a better flow. But to be able to create these sharp lines that we need in some cases, we need to have more stuff. So that's a little bit interesting when it comes to finishing a shape, because as you can see now, this gives a good indication of where I'm keeping it simple and where I'm not keeping it simple. So for example, the newer shapes that I did, like the hood and this front here, they are represented as one surface because I have a very simple flow in the part, which means that it can be explained with one a triangle, or no, sorry, not one triangle, with one rectangle, with one mathematical form. But the problem is when we get into areas like this, where I have obviously screwed up because that's not a good shape for a square to be formed into. I would probably need to work a little bit more. But we can also see that we are starting to get good results on the side because we have big flowing surfaces without too much interruptions. So yes, I need to go back in here because these ones need to have their bevel, and I'll be damned if I can't do that. I really need to bevel it. Can I bevel it? Yes, I can. Okay, like so. So how does that look? We're probably gonna need to fix that. How does it look on a real Tesla? Okay, so that line actually goes very much further. So I'm going to weld these two up like so. And since this is a much more, it's a less refined edge, I'm going to nope. Why doesn't that tool work? I want it to move the other way. Come on. the other way. That's not a good joke. I'm very sorry. I'm not good at jokes. Okay, I need to do this manually then. I want this shape to have less sharpness. Therefore, I'm moving it up. Was that correct? Wasn't it the other way around? Actually, both shapes need to go in there. Ooh, okay. So I need to redo Control Z because I need this shape to continue. At least for there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. But there we go. I need to go back all the way here because I don't want this one here to be welded. Can I just delete that and insert another pointer? Will that work? Or will it screw everything up? Ah, that seems to work. Okay. Because if we look at our reference model, that shape ends very far in, like almost there. So, redo this one, bevel, extremely little, like super tiny. This one, bevel, but bigger. That should end up with a result that is also we can kind of make this one start to flow a little bit better. Again with the flow. This should mean that we are seeing a very sharp outer, could be sharper, but it's sharper out there than it is in there. Let's finish the form. Whoa, we are getting some issues. So what's up with you? Let's check out in the display mode. Okay, it's my old triangle. So that's one of the issues why we don't like triangles. Maybe if we remove... I mean, we have an opportunity here to actually make a better shape, I think. If we go down there, we could possibly remove you. That should mean that we don't have any triangles anymore. Yeah. No. I try. So why are you now starting to not figure things out? Maybe we do need to have the points up here. It's not good, but it's okay for now. There is a tool to make uniform later. That helps, but I don't want to use that just yet. Finish the form. Let's go back to render. You're doing a really good job as a moderator because I don't see any weird chats anywhere. So yeah, you see this here? Something's not right, but we'll fix that later. But and also this is way too sharp. But yeah, the front here is starting to look pretty nice. I'd say that is similar to a Tesla. Similar as in this lower shape needs to come up quite a lot actually. But yeah, similar, getting there. Getting there, slow and easy. So how do we do that? I already forgot what I was gonna change. I was gonna change that one. So either this one goes down, and what does my canvases say? They really don't say much here. Let's push those down a little bit. Ooh, that's looking good. How does it look from this side? Oh, everything needs to go up a little bit. Looking Tesla-like. I think it's due to the good moderators. Yes, I really like how that is starting to look. Oh yes, that's much more like it, I think. Yeah, and we need to. Okay, Anton, how are you going to do this? Well, of course, you are going to add points. Adding points is the best thing about making stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. Then we remove these ones. Delete us. And you can go up a little bit. I mean, the plan is that it should just go in like that. Haha! I think I want to make a point there. Maybe? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I know. Whoa. Okay, this looks a little bit weird. The prompt window? Which one are you talking about? Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Can you move that one? Whoa. Yeah, that's me cutting out from a sketch before, by the way. I can move my head. Let's shorten the chat a little bit. We can do something like that, if that helps. I think we need to increase the size here a little bit so you can see. There we go. Maybe that's better. Let me know if that's better. Ah, you mean this one? Of course. I'm so sorry. I was not thinking about that tool being over there. Jesus, sorry. That helps. If you want to learn some stuff, I think that helps to see that window. You kind of use that window a lot. Yeah, this one, right? Or are you thinking about any other one? I'll try to model more in this area so it's easier to see. Okay, now I want to insert points. And I'm going to avoid the weird triangles by going this way. Going all the way. Ta-da! So how does that now look? Is that acceptable? This is still in a very weird position. Can I... Why is those so weird? I don't understand this point. That point is not behaving as it should. Maybe if we do a bevel on this one, that will help. A little bit bigger bevel. Something like that. That doesn't help at all. What the f... Wait a minute. That's not how it's supposed to look. Do you think that will help? It might. Let's check it out. Yes, that helps. We are getting a very sharp line down here, so I'm not sure I want that. But it does help with the shapes over there. Let's keep it for now. Let's hide the canvases and let's check it out. Let's go into render mode a little bit quickly. I should probably rotate my scene because I would like to try to see the shadows a little bit better. The skylights are not good at all. Is it the warm lights? No. Grid lights. Grid lights should be best. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do down there. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Probably a lot on the sides as well. Thanks! They are improving. But to be honest, let's just go back to the side a little bit. It is very sharp line. It doesn't feel that it's that... Yeah, it feels like it goes much more up. Okay, it does go a little bit up. But okay, it feels like the lines continue more than they're doing in my design. And why is that? Maybe... Ah, okay. I have an idea. Maybe we are overdoing this one. Maybe this one should be much more less. And much more up. And then maybe it's also much more later. So like this one is still okay. But this one is the far one. Oh yeah, and that doesn't look right. They should not be that sharp in and out. Maybe they should. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. I have a saying, if it doesn't look good in the what's it called, box display mode, it's probably not going to look good in the smooth mode either. I think it's better, but it's still a little bit too early. More Advil. Is Advil like really strong? Or do you give it to kids if they have pain as well? I'm European, I don't know that kind of stuff. Apologize. Let's see. This front. Nope. No. It does not look good. We need more. I need more roundness. Give more round tire, please. It's not going to be a convertible. We are getting there. Need to fix a little bit more. Yeah, trying to eyeball this is very hard. That's one of the annoying things about working with round shapes, is that they kind of change all the time. I mean, they're smoothed. So they never really stay the smooth way you want them to. Whoops, wrong one. Yeah, that's probably good. Gamma roof. Whoa, no. Whoa, what's happening with the graphics now? Wait a minute. Something's lagging. What's lagging? Memory, GPU, internet. I don't know. Now it's working again. The graphics started to weird us out a little bit. Okay, I hear you. We don't want to have a convertible, so let's work a little bit on the sides here. So how do we do that best? I'm thinking I am thinking. Yes, I will do it like that. By the way, you should not be all the way up there. You should be further back. So we will go into box mode. Patrick, that's an awesome idea. I wonder how big it will be. It's probably like a cell phone charger. Whoa, spilling water in my face. Yeah, maybe that could work. Okay, so I'm trying to identify which lines to use. Yes, those are exactly the lines, and that one should be the top one. Good. You guys get to go over here. How I'm going to fix you guys, I'm not sure, but let's start with the point. Maybe that will work. Point down there. Sure, why not? Maybe that works. Let's weld you two guys together. Could work, absolutely. Yes, like so. And I think you guys are ready to become a windshield. Or become the first part of the roof. Let's see. Let's check out this view. Let's check out this view. Okay, yep. This can work for sure. Oops. For sure. Yeah, that's a windshield. That low. We'll probably have to need to add some lines in there later. A pillars are correct. I think you were serious. Yay! Great idea, and share it if you would like people to become better at Fusion 360. Maybe, I mean, I'm not sure you get better watching me, but hopefully something can happen. Now, I am a little bit curious about the windshield. So there's a black part, but okay, that's the actual windshield. So we'll, oh, it's the panoramic solar roof thingy. Maybe we can do that in like resin or something. Yeah, we should keep that shape intact, so we could make like a lid, or we could print a form that you then shape a lid or cast something resin like on. Can you guys hear the seagulls? Exactly, imagination. Yeah, exactly. You learn what not to do. Speaking of what not to do, I'm going to drag this line quite far back, actually. Unless it's very... okay, it's very rounded. Of course. So that means that I cannot just drag it over there. I need to insert some edges as well. Like in the middle. Huh. Can you hear the party as well? Let me know if I should close the door or something if it's too much. It's just nice to have a little breeze in here. This is starting to look like a line. Like a line? What? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's going to go all the way down here. I'm gonna rotate it a little bit, all the way down. You can hear the cars as well, I suppose. This line will kind of mash up somewhere around there. Now there, I suppose it's somewhere over there. All the way here in the back. Is my accent good? Woohoo! I was thinking about having some music. I mean, since I'm on YouTube, I can use the... Wait, what am I doing now? That's not right. Should be that line. So yeah, I'm double clicking the lines. If you didn't know, you can select the lines by double clicking, which helps with the... this is gonna be a weird shape to fuse together. Ah, okay. It goes all the way. Yeah, you can double click to get all the lines whenever I want to do that. But for now, we want to start widening this line where it should be widened. Widened. And then we'll have to fix these two together somehow. Yeah, they're gonna go together somewhere down there. That's, yeah, it's starting to look pretty nice, actually. Yes, it's very relaxing here. I had the ocean like 300-400 meters down, and I get to have some seagulls in my life. It's very calming, very soothing. But yeah, I was gonna say that I was thinking about having stream music, but then again, I know everyone wants to have their own, so it's never easy. Okay, are you ready to see? Yeah, of course, we are not ready. What the f is this one? Okay, so delete that one. That helped a little bit, but we still have a very weird shape down there. Why is that? Can we delete this one as well? I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. If we weld these two for now. Maybe this is the one that's an issue. Okay, maybe not remove and not weld. I can't figure out why. Maybe insert points here. Nope. Okay. Let's repair. Let's try the tool repair body. Click auto repair. And that seemed to work. Great stuff. I don't know what happened. Oh, it didn't actually work. Which is weird because it shows me in the smooth view. But okay. We need to... If we scale that down, it will work. Come on! How hard is it to just be nice and work? Work with me, not against me. Okay, I'm gonna click on the button that I don't want to click on. Make uniform. This body. Ka-ching. Ka-chong. Now we're getting issues back there. What the frick? Ta-da! Finally. Ooh, this looks weird, but maybe it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, I think we have some more modeling to do at the front. I'm not sure. Okay, it needs to be sharp down there. Yeah, I'm not sure about the front here. It does look like it's getting there. Okay. So apparently this line needs to be widened. Let's do that before we do anything else. Display boxes. So apparently, wait, which line is that? That has to be, it's not really any of those lines, but let's try this one. Let's see if we can move that over there. Because you see this line goes like down over there almost. And where does it go? That should be pretty close to the original shape. Come on. Okay, I can kind of understand why that one isn't working. Yay! It's too long, but yeah, we're getting that shape over there. They sure are better. So you see, this line that I did, it's getting sharp for way too long. So if we look at the reference, it should like go down there and we should have another sharp line there. Wow, there's a lot of lines in the front of this Tesla. And also this line, of course, is all wrong. But hey, the roof is starting to appear a little bit. That line looks okay. Maybe it's not the best. Let's see if we can fix that a little bit. In with the canvases again. So how are we going to treat this line? We are going to use the pixels as our friend. As a Lord and Savior. Sorry. I think we kind of have to eyeball it as well. This one looks a little bit too far up. Maybe, maybe not, maybe. Noise pollution, eh? And also another way to select edges is that you, along a line, so if I'll double click on this one, I will get all the lines. That's not what I want right now. So what I can do is that I select the ones that I want, which is, let's go with, that one all the way down to this one. So I'm gonna double click on this one and everyone in between are selected. So now I want to try making some sort of more roof-like shape. And no, we're not gonna have any seagull wings. Hey, it's kind of good that we have seagulls outside and here. So something like that. Whoa! Now it's starting to look like something. By the way, this one here does not look correct. This point down there. I don't think anyone designed you like that, so I'm not gonna have you like that either. So yes, I will cut out the windows later and the roof over here, but for now I think we are going to go with this much more simpler way of doing it. And how far down are you supposed to go? Yeah, that looks good. By the way, how does that front look? Yeah, I think we need to lower you guys too. Pretty sure you go in there together. And we are going to weld you and you together. Yeah, that looks good. That's more like it. Okay, so we still need to have some issues with the tires, but I think we are ready to start checking this out. So we have this shape here, which I think, I'm not sure at all, but I think this is the best way of doing it. I think, but I do not know at all. in there because you are not ready to be welded. And if I go down with you, I will weld you to you and you to you. Again, that's triangles. We don't like triangles. And you to you and you to you. Ah, that actually worked out pretty well. I did not expect that to be kind of spot on the first attempt. Did not think that was gonna happen. Let's see, how can we control these lines now? We can move it up. Wait, oh, okay, so the window does actually go there. Yeah, maybe we can scale you down. That's gonna be, this point is gonna be really annoying later because of the surfaces that end up being there. But hey, thank you, Patrick. Woo! However, I can kind of see that they are following the wrong line. At least looking at this side, see this inner window line, and then we have the outer one, and then we have the inner and the outer, and I think here they are in the outer, and on the top view, they are on the inner. So we need to move those out to the outer. That's gonna make everything much more flowy. Again, words that doesn't exist, but you can kind of make them exist if you want to. And let's see, we have 3 lines, yeah. But we want you guys to follow the so-called second line. And it's gonna line up much better. There we go, ta-da. Dang it, this is starting to look really nice. I'm almost impressed with myself for getting it this far. Let's see, you two want to go down there. Maybe we can get you all the way. Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay, okay, okay. We do not have a, or do we? Can we finish this form? Yes. Okay, we don't have actually made the canvas yet, so let's attach a canvas. Let's make it the rear, X rear. This plane. We have some shapes to follow here, so that's good. 90 degrees. It's not completely in center. That's very important. I think I scaled it up too much. Whoa, that's trippy. Having it kind of just work. Let's go up a little bit. I mean, I think it's pretty spot. It should probably be like 0.1. Yeah, 0.1. That was good. Let's also make sure we move that in the history so we can actually see it later. And center again. Nice. Hey Patrick, you have been donating in the previous stream, so it's helping. It gives me coffee. Coffee makes me work, and when I work, I can make money, which frees up time, so I can do live streams. So that's how the circle goes around. Wow, I have a really blank spot from the light. That's really, yeah. Now I'm self-aware of my spot in the face. Looks like a highlight. Looks like I'm made out of some sort of exotic material. So that's nice. Cool. Okay. So we can actually hide the front sketch. It's just gonna be in the way for now. And we can look at it from this angle, and we have, what do we have? How does it look in CAD? So it feels like we have a very distinct line with the headlights that we should probably focus on first. Getting that right, this very defined line. Okay, so that is what we will do. And which line is that? Okay, it's down here. Here it's much easier to see. So let's work with the lines that we already have. Start to move those in. Move them back for now. Because when we do that, I think I'm actually freeing up a little bit again. Hey Matthias. Not first time streaming this type of model. Yeah, if there's any new viewers, by the way, I made this one before. So this is the Ferrari Enzo. Oops, sorry. The printable version for the OpenRC mod. So I'm doing the same now, but with a Tesla Model X instead. And hi Ben, super nice to see you here as well. Yeah, the Enzo, vroom vroom. Yeah, you can kind of see I've been crashing that one a little bit. Damn, racing that one on the 3D meetup Sweden was amazing. That was like the most fun I've had in a long time. And the lights are flimmering. Okay. Yeah. So, how can we make this shape super defined? Let's start off by dragging it out here. Something like that. So let's go to top view. I'm kind of sure it goes all the way out. Yeah. So wait a minute. How does it actually continue? What am I looking at there? Okay, this is not going to be a good flow, but I just kind of want to try it out. So again, up to the top view. I need to drag these ones out. I see the shape now. It's actually the one further in. That is the shape. Okay. Yeah, we're starting to get it. One of the questions is, how defined is this line? Can we actually delete this one without getting any troubles? Maybe even this one? Nah. Not yet. Fellow full-time YouTuber. Well, I'm actually more full-time 3D consultant right now, Ben. But yeah, I'm trying to ramp up my videos again. So I've recorded one part of a video earlier today. And yeah, now we're doing a live stream. So I'll probably condense some of the tools that I'm using here into a separate video. So if you haven't already, which you should have, you need to subscribe down below, because there are coming more Fusion catalogs, which are not pure lessons like Lars over at Lars Christiansen, I think he's called. Like he does like super good guides and very quick videos to like learn Fusion 360. But I'm trying to do more catalogs, which is I face problems and I solve them by using the tools that exist. Instead of learning you one way of doing the tools, I learn you how to troubleshoot when you're being creative using the tools. So that's like my approach to it. Ben, there are beaches in Sweden, but the water is pretty cold. I'm so sorry when I hit something. It's I'm so sorry, it's so sensitive. Yeah, of course, Matthias, why not? That's gonna help. Yeah, yeah. And Matthias, if you want, you can check out my previous tutorials. What's it called? Yeah, Fusion 360 catalogs. I have no idea what I'm hitting. I feel like I'm really far away from the microphone, but maybe I'm not. Sorry. Yeah, so you can find more stuff there of the Fusion 360 videos. Yeah, someone became a subscriber, I suppose. Jesus Christ, Patrick. I did not see that. Wow. Thank you so much. Now you're really helping out. That's the problem. I don't wear headphones, so I'm not hearing the sounds. And I'm... Jesus Christ. I tried to have the volume very low on all the stuff and the events. But maybe it's not low enough. I guess someone else just have to try. Am I right? No, there's a bunch of old stuff. Thank you so much again, Patrick. It's super nice. Okay, so again, down with the line, especially if you look at this one. It's going further down there. That's the line we want to follow. What? Bad allocation? What does that mean? I've never seen that error before. Is it? No, it's not crashing, is it? It's crashing. Okay. Let's see if we can recover. I'm not sure what's happening. Um, um, okay. That was not healthy. Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna inactivate local recording. I think that could be an issue. Should be up again? Again, Patrick. Let's see. Chat should be above camera. No, it did not like being exposed to some heavy workflow, which is really weird. It said something code 47 and just stopped working. But okay, let's see what Fusion 360 recovered. This is still really buggy. Now it says bad. Stream is not getting enough data. Is that still true? So how's that looking? And audio? Did we recover? Hello, hello, robots. Nice to see you here, Robert. It looks like Robert shares the same last name as I do. No audio? You got me imagination. You got me really good. But the video quality, is that good? Okay, looks like we recovered fairly well. We don't have the rear as I thought we would have. Looks like I might need a new GPU. Family says hi. Wonderful. Okay, so we are back to square one with the rear. I think that's okay. We can manage that. I do, however, wonder if I should... So thanks everyone for sticking for the technical issues. It can happen even to the best one, which in this case would be not me. Let's see. Let's redo this one. I think we can weld those two together. Yeah, we can do that. The career ended, yes. Yes. Okay, so, well, we need to redo everything we did. And again, Patrick, thank you so much for the donation. As you probably figured out, it's gonna help me with the GPU. This old 970 is not behaving as it should. Or maybe I'm doing way too weird stuff in Fusion for it. Let's see, you should go somewhere out there. I hate when this happens. Now it doesn't rotate around wherever. Now it does. Okay. Oh, we totally destroyed the canvas. We don't have the rear canvas anymore. So we need to redo that. And when I've done that, I shall save. That's one of the issues with me, because I don't save enough. It's very common that I get kind of locked in what I'm doing and then, yeah, nothing. Let's see, in the center. That's not the center. That's more like the center. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. And again, as we did before, we can hide the front canvas. Control S, save. Yes, 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 yes. So one of the things that I'm thinking a little bit about is the... Yeah, okay, we get a lot of space for the wheels, so that's not an issue. But we might need some space for rotating the wheels. Let me show you what I'm thinking. So let's change the opacity of this roof to 70%. Because if we now take one of these components in wheels, chassis assembly, front, what's this one called? Front wheel assembly. If we try to rotate this on, is it that point it's rotating around? Yeah. So this is one of the issues taking a open car like the F1 is, and working with it as like a cover like this. So if we would try to attempt to rotate the wheel, you see that it doesn't rotate like on the inside of the wheel, which I mean is kind of standard, but there is a radius around here that we need to consider. But again, it shouldn't be an issue. The only issue is when and if we want to make bigger tires, which we probably want to, because these ones are a little bit too small. But then again, we will have thinner tires, so maybe we are fine. But we need to have some space for the wheels inside the car later. Yeah, that was just all I wanted to think about here. But that's something to consider when you're doing this. Hey, imagination, that's awesome. Now you can handle the seagulls a little bit better. And the crashes. So opacity control, 100%. Super, let's continue with the rear here. And again, I think we can hide the OpenRC. We don't need that now. So let's move the canvas back. So is this now correct on the top view, but not on the side view? That's a little bit worrying. That means that something's not correct. Let's go side view again. Or it means that everything needs to go up a little bit. And this one should go down. Okay. Okay. So let's try to figure out whatever this is and wherever it should be. Should probably be more out there. And this one should also be much more out there. This is looking better. Small steps. That's all it takes. Then suddenly you end up with a pretty nice looking car. Hopefully, we'll see, of course, but we should do. I'm going to go back into the square mode here just to check that everything's looking good. I think it is. This point should be a little bit closer. Again, I'm pretty sure this one needs to go out. Yep, it sure does. And this one too. Because the rear light is going to start somewhere around here. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the size of the chat a little bit so it's easier for you guys to see it all. And I think I'm going to do like this, that we are okay, I'm thinking loud, but I'm pretty sure I want to drag this one out and use that when working in here. And we might need to weld those points up. It's not the best, but it could work. Maybe we don't weld it, and instead we take all of these ones, drag them out a tiny bit amount. And by doing so, we open up this line. And in theory, we can use the bridge tool between this one and that one. No, that's not the way I thought. We will use the bridge tool between this and that. And one segment. Side one. No, but wait. This is side one. That is side two. That works. And then I want to delete this one. I think. Can we delete this one as well? We can do. I'm not completely sure. Let's check it out how it looks in smooth. Okay, that looks pretty good. That's a pretty good transition. Hey, is the chat still working? Or are you guys just watching intensely? Let's check this out here. Trying to figure something out. Just 1 second. That's awesome. Let us see. Okay. All right. Oh, I totally hid my Tesla Model X not drawing. Yeah, intense focus. That's a pretty good picture of the rear. Ooh, there's a little notch there for the taillights. Okay, so if this line were to... Oh, how are we gonna do this in a good way? That I do not know. I feel like this one can't... There's no way these can already be in there. Maybe they are. Okay, these ones are probably... Let's look at it. Okay, these ones are much further in and also like so. And these ones are further in. These ones are also further in. These ones we can probably get to work with this shape. Okay, reference picture time. That line is... it's sharper. Okay, let's just try this. See where we happen. I can only think of PewDiePie when I say, And if you didn't guess it, we are going to mirror the design so we don't have to remodel it on the other side. In case that wasn't clear. Alright, so this one goes up, up and up and up. In a pretty weird way, actually. Let's see, is it the top one? Reference picture, the top one. Just below the hood. Yes, this is the one that is very sharp. So we need to bevel it. Bevel. Let's make it something like that. Ta-da, you can already see it's sharpened. And let's weld it together down here. So we get rid of some of that sharpness, maybe even like so. Yes, very nice. But also very weird. Why does it do that? It's super weird. It's cheating, but it's a good cheating. This drawing, it's actually almost further down, like so. Actually, all we really need to do is almost just finish the shape. It's not supposed to be that hard. Famous last words. We're supposed to have a some sort of flap down there. That's true. Okay, let's make a few sharp lines here. See if we're able to translate that. Now the difficult parts to come, because we need to kind of merge these. Is that really how it looks? There's too much details there. Let's goof you guys over. That should help with getting details in later. Okay. don't think we need all of these details over here, to be honest. Let's just see what happens if we start connecting stuff. Yeah, we're going to need to add some points. Quite a lot of points, I suspect. Let's keep it all the way. We can fine-tune this later, but all I really want now is to weld it all up. And another line here. Okay, that should make it interesting. Version 0.1. 0.1, yes. Because the taillights, I don't want to model the taillights because I want to cut away a space for them or similar, but we still need to like figure things out back here, which makes it a little bit more annoying. Okay, how does this look smoothened? Well, it's not terrible. Looks more like an Audi. Audi? Looks a bit more like an Audi. But okay, we also have a smooth transition like that. So how do we get that transition? Ah, of course. That's how we do it. We take the sharp line we made. No, actually we can't do that. So we need to insert an edge. Maybe not that far up, maybe there. Starting to get that shape. The Q7, yeah. They're actually not that different. It's more like a maybe. Okay, I think it's not designed in that way. I think it's more like it's actually less pointy, I think, and more, yeah, less pointy. Whoops. It's probably also a little bit more open here. There are so many tools in Fusion, so many ways to... I think this gizmo is way too small. It should be a little bit bigger to help. Maybe? Isn't it too small as well? Yeah, I think it should be a little bit bigger. Especially a little bit more up there. And a little bit down there. That's looking more like it. I'm pretty pleased with that, actually. Again, we have to imagine that we are going to cut out like a slot for the window, like the lights. In some way, at least. This line could probably go down even further. So how do we do that? Okay, if we want that line to continue further down, 3D printer frame. That could be cool. Let's see, can we attach those two? If we do we screw everything up? That's the $1,000,000 question. Because I'm pretty sure that line is supposed to go like even further down. Maybe even... but those are separate lines, I can't connect them. You cannot connect separate lines. That is not good. So let's insert point down there instead. I'm not sure about that. Let's see what happens if we do like that. I suspect it's gonna be very weird, but hey, maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually pretty good. Hey Jacob, nice to see you. Hey, that actually worked better than I thought. Wow, these lines, you can see like these lines, they connected much better than what I would think over here. Because now we also have like this space-ish for the taillights. Maybe not that part, but I believe that is... yeah, okay, it should get down a little bit more. Can we do that like this? No. Let's just try with these ones. I know it's not correct. We're not going to use these lines anyway, but maybe that's a little bit better. Maybe it is a little bit better. Yeah, but these lines connected way better than I would imagine. So that's a win for today. That's for sure. Yeah. This is, yeah. Oops. Okay, so where do we have the issues? Edge not visible. Review in box mode. Okay. Box mode it is. Finish form it is. And this is one of the issues. I don't know where that triangle is. I can't find it. Oh, okay, it's over here. Spot on. Still no luck with this one. Okay. And why is that? Okay, it's a weird line. Let's try to fix it. Let's go into the box mode. We did something last time to fix it. I'm not sure at all what it was. Maybe it was just moving it a little bit. And move this up a little bit. Maybe that fixes it. Nope. If that doesn't fix it, what happens if we weld these two together? Does that fix it? Probably not. It did. There you go. Thanks, Jacob. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at? Whoa, that's yeah. This line is still need to fix it. But yeah, this is starting to look very interesting. Indeed. Huh. For sure, yeah. This is very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, so we have a little bit more in the rear end. It's definitely getting there. We have this panel down here, which, I mean, in theory, you could just cut it out. Let me show you how that's done. So let's imagine that we were a little bit more lazy. Again, I'm going to give you a lesson. If we were to be a bit more lazy doing our modeling, we could basically trace the outer shape of the car down here. So I don't need you guys over there. So we would, let's say that we probably need to go in a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Soon. The lesson starts soon. Also, we're gonna shape here. The flow is important, guys. The flow is crucial to get a good model. We got some flow on the lower parts there. Good. So, yeah, let's just imagine that we finished this shape. Let's hide the canvases. And we need to cut off the scoofed area. So again, freeforms, it's not normal to do all the modeling in one form, especially when you have sharp edges like the hood and connecting parts and all like that. You can use one to start off with and then cut it up. But a very common way is to actually create a new form. By the way, I'm going to save before I'm doing this, just in case, And I will use a plane somewhere around here. Like so. Sure, we can use symmetry, why not? If I did, do I have symmetry? No, I don't. Let's repeat the plane. Let's go with symmetry, mirror, lengthwise. Let's go with a few more points like so. So what we could do is that we unhide the canvases and we take this whole shape and we basically move it up to our line that we want to work with. And we basically, all we do is that we drag it out and finish off this shape. So maybe I will bevel this one. It's lesson time. Like so. And just for the sake of it, we could drag it out like that. Like so. Because if we finish that form, remove the canvases and finish this one, we can just go into the patch workspace. We can use the tool modify, split body. Use the body, the big one. The splitting tool is this one, and we don't want to extend it because then we will cut off in the front as well. So don't extend it, just have it intersect. Click OK and hide these ones. This is also not the best way of doing it. And if you want, then yeah, you can just remodel here. Instead of splitting the tool, you can use something called trim. So I'm just going Control Z. So you use the trim tool, trim this one, and is that how we do it? I always forget how we do it. There's no logic way of using the trim tool. At least that's what I think. So that's, there we go, the red part is gone. Ta-da, we trimmed it with this tool. So in the history, we have the trim tool after the two form tools. So if I decide that, whoa, I did this all wrong, I need to have this part go up there because that's cool. This is Need for Speed tuning stuff. This is what all the cool people do. Yeah. And I want that over there. Yeah, that's what we want. If I finish this form, the history is going to repeat itself. And if we now hide this bonus tool, we have now trimmed it with that shape. So that's a good way of getting those clean cuts. And that's why I wanted to use the trim tool to get the headlights and taillights out later, and possibly also the roof. We'll see about that. But what's also good here is, and maybe what you should do, is that if we finish this form, we have trimmed it. I can now start with this one here, and we can actually, in the patch, we can extrude this one. No, we cannot. I mean, we can extend it perpendicular inwards, for example. Maybe not too much, maybe just like that. And we have a separate patch, but we can then go back into the form tools. Sorry, model, form, utilities, convert a B-rep face, which is this one, to a T-spline. It's not exactly as I planned, but it's similar. So let's go with that. Now I'm going to do some fun stuff here. Because we want it to finish off in a nice way, what we can do with this one is that we just take it and remodel it exactly where we would like to have it. So let's say that we flatten it completely. We can do that. That's not going to be very nice, so I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. Yeah, trimming is good. You can do this. The same history kind of works with the split as well, but trim is, I suppose, more logical and maybe a better way. Not logical, but it's a better way. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here, but let's say we wanted to have this shape that then finishes off itself. We are going to do much more of this later. But let's say we had a bottom plate as well, we needed to connect those two. Yeah, this is how it would be done. Yeah, I'm not sure why I did it like that. But yeah, you can then finish off the shape and you can stitch those two together. So we have a sharp edge, and now when we have two models or two bodies, we have this body and we have that body. If we want to stitch them together, we can use the stitch tool. It should work, but it's actually not working. Oh, of course we had the trim tool left here. We can delete that one. Now we should be able to stitch them. See green line? That's stitching. Ta-da, we have not stitched these together. So we will use that much more later when we are combining the models. Yes, we will use this later. By the way, my camera is raving. Let's see if we can change that. Sorry, I haven't really looked at my camera before. Maybe that's better? No. That's too bright, right? It's better like that. It's a little bit bright, but let me just... Whoa. Maybe that's better. Jacob, I will be printing this later. It's going to be similar to this one. So this is the old OpenRC F1 I did a while back ago. So this can be downloaded. You can see my cool videos about it in the not the description, but at my channel. Cast resin from Windows roof. Yeah, Maris, I think what you could do is that, or you could also heat up a acrylic paper. So let's say you get a very thin acrylic thingy, and then we print a rounded shape that is the roof. If we heat that up with a hairdryer, it should form to the shape, and then we can cut it off and trim it on, and then you have a glass roof for your RC car. So I think that's gonna be something we'll try out later. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so that was just a little bit of a detour. I will be using much more of the stitching tools and everything to get sharp lines later, but for now, let's not worry about it. There we go. So yeah, what was I supposed to say? Yeah, I'm one of the models I finished earlier today with Moa SLA is this one. I'm actually gonna put on some gloves. 1 second. So I finished this earlier today. It is me. Whoa, where are we now? There we go. So that's a SLA version of me. Come on, focus. Oh, there's some lines on that side. That's interesting. Come on. Come on, focus. Yeah, but that's me from a 3D scan. If only it would focus on the mini me, not the full me. So I will use this to make some silicone molds as well. If my brother is still in the chat, I did a bad mold of him a few years ago using TPU. So I want to revisit that video. I have a video making a chocolate head from a SLA printer. I think it was SLA. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gave him a mold of flexible resin, but I think this is going to be much better to do like a pure silicone mold and then pour chocolate and stuff in it. I think that could be pretty cool. So last time I printed the negative, and now I printed a positive. So that was a little bit of a detour. Now I think we will go back to some modeling. It's getting a little bit late here, so we'll probably have to continue this another day. I don't think I will be completely finished, but I think we'll be finished enough to have a look at some of the features. Okay, so there's one thing I haven't really tried or thought about. So we will do that now. I will create a cylinder on the canvas here, on the background, at the center of the wheel, roughly. And try to get it as close as possible to whatever shape I want the wheel hubs to be. I would drag it out, put it around there, like so, new body. It's a little bit small, maybe we should make it a little bit bigger, something like that. Also in the history, I need to drag those stuff behind the form and go back into the form can use smooth mode. So what I want to do is to be honest, we can actually, yeah. So I want to go back into the inside of the wheel bay that I did, hide the canvases, delete that, go out to the outer shape that I did, delete that, and then we have the most outer shape. So what we can do, oh, by the way, I need to, of course, before all of that, I need to cut. I promise you, it's all gonna make sense very soon. I need to cut this where I want to have it stop. So this is gonna be cut away. Again, drag the form to the last part. Go back into the form. Select that line. And again, we can actually move this one up a little bit as well. Select this, and then we'll click on the tool Match. So we are now selected 9 edges here. Exactly, Patrick, make it flow. And then we'll use the target edge, and we'll click this edge here. You see now, since I cut it away, we don't have a full circle. We have one edge here. So hopefully that will match much better. But it also feels like I'm missing something. Yes, I did not select all of the edges. We must select all of the edges. There we go. Repeat match. Now we have 12 of them selected. I think that will be much better. Invalid input edges. Great. I think it's this part here that's mixing it up a little bit. That's okay. I can deselect those two. Maybe those 3? Yes, those 3. Okay, so that means that we have, let's see, G1. No, that's, no. Yeah, okay. We might need to rethink about it a little bit, but yes, it kind of works. So you see now it's much more rounded, especially with the canvas displayed. You see we have a much better flow here. But yeah, we need to fix that area. Let's go back and do that. Back. You can also use the pull tool. I think that can work. Let's see, all of these ones here. What's that, 12 edges? Yes, we can use the pull tool. And they should select targets. We'll select this one here. And they should pull closer to it. So now we're actually using the points and not the actual line. So we have a little bit more what's it called? Deviation. But I still think that it will work. Again, this one here should be in with the other guys. It can be a little bit smaller. Yeah, so that works. And what we did before was that we actually created like a miniature version of this one. So we're taking all of the edges, making it a little bit less. And maybe one more for good measures. No, not one more. That's going to be good. Yeah, so there we go. Now we also get the sharper edge on the outside. Let's go into render mode and check it out. Yeah, there we go. It's rounder, if that's a word, but I suppose it is. But yeah, this is, we are making good progress, I would say. Still a little bit to fix up here to check out the lines and the flow. And this one here, of course, with the front light and like this line going down. That should also be a little bit more defined. But yeah, I'm starting to like this. What do you say? Should we put on some material on it? It's a little bit flat there. Let's see, why is that? You are struggling so hard. Maybe you should go up like that. That's probably what you should do. Okay, let's do some quick render before I think it's time to finish the stream, unfortunately. We are gonna go back in the flow here. There will absolutely have to be some meat. So the error I did in the Enso, I'll show that in a few minutes, Marius, if you can stay along. I'll show you the mistakes I did with the Enso. I tried to model everything, the inside as well, with the form tool in one form. I learned later that Fusion 360 and T-splines is not optimal for that. So I'm going to create a shell, and then we'll make offsets of the surfaces and make a completely different surface inside so it fits on the OpenRC F1 much better. So we can have screw holes and attachments points everywhere we need, and also figure out how to make it printable in different sections and that it can fit in a little bit better. So with this one, I also made a little bit too clean cuts. So for example, here on the rear, it's like gluing it all together. It's not very easy to get very nicely looking. And this is also from crashing it a little bit too much. We have a too much wide gap here. So I want to try to minimize those areas and get easier joinings between the parts. But that's probably another video. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select all of the edges facing towards the middle. I'm going to use the match tool. I'm kidding. I'm going to select all the edges and not use the match tool, but use the flatten tool. And I want to use a plane and this plane. You can see things move a little bit. There we go. And save before we do like a quick nice render. Yeah, it is too complex for that. And it's also, we can use the tool thicken, I suppose. We can use that in a second. So if we do like a mirror on this one, mirror plane that, load, weld. Now we have a, yes, it's still too fat down here. So it's gonna be more like this, but not like that. if you catch my drift. Let's just keep it like that for rendering. And also the perspective in the in this tool, it's very, also the window should probably go up a little bit. But yeah, the perspective is very weird when you're doing this render mode. Yeah, so one thing that you could do in the patch tool, which is not the best, is that you can thicken the shape. Let's say -5, probably gonna crash or something. 5 millimeters is quite a lot in this scale, by the way. Is it lagging? No, it's still, the camera's still there. Jacob, software is Fusion 360 from Autodesk. It's free if you're a student, a hobbyist like I am, or a startup company, which, oh wait, that's what I am. I'm a startup company. So you might have to trick around a little bit to get the free options, but just download the trial and you should, after 30 days, I think you can just select what kind of license you are. They always change that a little bit, so I'm not sure how it's done. But yeah, you should really try this software. It's super if you have a 3D printer, for example, because having these kind of tools it's just super nice. The freeform tools, or the sculpting that I'm doing, I would say is a little bit more trickier. But I'm used to working with 3D Studio Max, where you use like the polygon modes, which is the box mode in Fusion 360. You use that to model like car bodies and everything, and then you use Turbo Smooth to control the flow. So it's very similar. Hey, you go, nice. I think I'm gonna try to stop this thicken procedure because, as you can see, it doesn't work. So what I want to do instead is to create different patches, different forms, and then stitch them all together to a single body, which can then be sliced up and everything. Looks like we're having another crash. I did make a lot of progress. It's all gone again. No. We have a save already, so that's all fine. Don't worry about that. Yeah, trying to use thicken tools and all of that on these kind of models, nah, that's not the best. I think I need to flatten these ones. Select planus. There we go. Let's go ahead with the mirror duplicates of this one on that plane. Weld it. Nice. And also we did a small swapperoo here just to get some sort of effect. Whoa, that's cool. Yes. All right, before we actually render this, I want to show you another tool with the whole stitching and everything. So we have our windows here. I'm going to create a sketch, and I'm going to basically eyeball the center of this one, which I did not do very well, like so. And I should be able to like rotate this in, right? Yeah, 1 degree. Yes, 1. Like so. Good. Fillet. It's way too much. Maybe. There we go. Make a spline. Again, the more points you have, the more control you have. So that's why we're adding a lot of points in the sharper areas. And for this one, I need to adjust it a little bit. And whoa, I will have to make a mirror line. Then we select this one, mirror on this one. Whoa, that's not in center. I think we've modeled our card slightly off-center from the top view. That's interesting. Okay, but that's a pretty simple fix. All we need to do is to center the top view and adjust the sides. It's gonna be fairly simple. Hey Daniel, nice to see you in the chat as well. And happy birthday to Daniel, guys. Make sure you write that in the comments. It's still his birthday. That's pretty dope, man. Congratulations. Okay, so maybe, yeah, we still need to mirror on the center because that's where we mirror the body. So let's do that. Let's hide the the canvases because I don't want you to see my mistakes. So what we can do here is that we will go into, yeah, we can use any tool, but we can just select these ones here and boom, cut in the body. There we go. Now we've cut the roof parts, and we can of course adjust them later. You can't spank him. Thank you so much, Patrick. Okay, all right. We are now at the stage where we should add some sort of material. I also want to do something here. I want to add... how is it that you do this? I want to make sure that... Is there no way anyone knows how to get stuff to... Yeah, here we go. I want to... Oh, there's so many processes. This one looks important. Let's increase its priority. I want the stream to continue even if I render. That's why I'm trying to figure out here how to lower the process and priority right here. Okay, so let's go into render mode. And what we can do is that we'll set up a environment here that's a little bit more interesting. Maybe we'll put the car let's see if I can find a HDR somewhere on my computer. I believe I have a few ones. Which one is bigger? This one is probably the best one. Yeah, let's go with that one. And let's see if we can set up a good looking scene here. We want to have the environment as a background. Of course, it's not really up to scale. But we might not have to worry about that. Oh. Well, that could look pretty good. Okay, let's okay, that could look good. A bit of Tron. Okay, maybe something like that. Let's I still think this body isn't 100% visible. Let's other. Nah, it should be paint, metallic paint. Yes, now we're getting somewhere. Metallic paint black. Yes, very nice. Let's adjust it a little bit. Let's make it a little bit less reflective. And let's also yes, that is true. I can do that. Well, I can change the floor. But yeah, of course. Yes, I also want to... Now we're talking. It's also very weird because the HDR is scaled for a real world. The car is a 1/10 scale, so it's like 30 centimeters tall or something. So it's gonna be a little bit weird, but I think we have something here to work with. So let's try the rendering. Let's see. Nice, for sure. How's this? Is it better? Oh, okay. So, Jesus Christ. I'm here like streaming and talking about stuff and it seems like everything is working, but apparently not. Yeah, that's really weird because for me it was, I mean, I'm looking at the stream as well in the preview and it was kind of working. That's weird. Weird. Yeah, I tried the commercial. Maybe that was the case. I need to send a commercial. I'm speaking, Patrick. Yes. Okay, so there seems to be a delay. Can you, as soon as you hear what I'm going to say a number. Could you write that number as soon as you hear it? So if you prepare your fingers, that way we can check the lag, just to see how that's working out. So I'm going to say a number. The number is 2. Okay, so 13 seconds of lag. That's okay. Then I need to work with that. And you know that it's gonna be around 13-14 seconds before I see what you're typing. Or no, before I can reply on it. Okay. I'm just trying out another HDR here. Nope, that did not work. Let's try the first one. Nope. That one. Yeah, there we go. A bridge. It's a Paris bridge. It's a very low resolution. That's not good. Can we get the other one? No. So this is how the Tesla would look if it was standing on a bridge. Yes, something like that. Yeah. Holy crap, Bruni, that's a lot. But maybe that's, Patrick, that's probably 13 seconds plus 13 seconds, right? So it's the double lag, I suppose. Yeah, the reflections are looking really nice now. Unfortunately, I can't start rendering. It would just crash everything. But hey, we can show the OpenRC body on it. Now we're starting to get some sort of real-world representation, right? So yeah, this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna get we can probably fit some bigger, some wider tires. No, not wider, bigger. larger diameter but wider tires to be a little bit more street correct. Wow, this actually looks really cool. Yeah, I'm really happy with this so far. And yes, see the body here. It should be pretty simple. We need to, the attachment device here for the rear, we're probably gonna need to do some brackets and get everything in there. I don't see that we will have any issues with batteries. We should be able to fit a battery both on the side and possibly like in the front here. Maybe even 2 batteries side by side. No, we need to have ECS and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of room. We could probably do some seats. Just like, you know, for scale model, the thing is, that could be pretty cool. We could probably even fit some LEDs for the rear lights, if you want to have that. That's a lot of space for that. That would be pretty cool. Maybe even for the taillights. Although it's going to be, as I showed you guys earlier with the rotation of the wheels, when these wheels rotate, it's going to be, let's see if we can do that again, just to show you how it looked. So, no, we can't rotate in the render view. Let's go back to the model view. And as I said here, if I start to rotate this wheel on its rotating point, we need to keep a lot of the area for rotating the wheel. Now, of course, we're probably going to use smaller tires. Maybe not, but they are going to rotate out there. Yeah, I think it's 110. Daniel, can you correct me if you're still here? I think it's 110 scale. So currently, yeah, so you see why it might be a little bit difficult. So we still have some room up here. We could have some headlights as well with some LEDs. We'll have to try that out. Yeah, but everything else is going to work super nice. Oh, it looks so cool. So let's see, how tall is this car, or wide or long? Let's measure like that, because that's really accurate. So 430 millimeters. That should be pretty, that's... Tesla size. No, Tesla X size. Nope. Tesla is... Okay, it's 5 meters long. So it's not completely accurate. Let's do it like this instead, to make a much more accurate measurement. Measure between that one and that one. We get 450 millimeters. So yeah, it's almost 1 to 10. Almost. We can round it up to 110. Yeah. Okay, so need some mirrors as well on this, but yeah, otherwise we are getting there. 111. Yeah, Patrick, if you should be on Twitter, so just send me a DM if you wanna, or tag me in it. But okay, so I'm going to save this now. I'm actually going to keep the mirror, I suppose, maybe not. Nah, let's not keep the mirror. Never mind. Yeah, I'm also gonna remove those ones because we won't need them later. So yeah, this is what we want to see. If we want to cut it, the body away, we can always do that. And we can also just go back to another save. But yeah, I'm gonna save there. Oh, I didn't see that you mentioned imagination to form. Sorry, I thought you were talking to me. Silly me, ego me. Alright, so I promised to show you the OpenRC the Enzo. I just need to make sure that I'm not showing you any secret work projects or anything in here, so I'm gonna hide the view. That was a long time I finished that model. Let's see if we can open this. Do that. I just realized that my lights might attract all the mosquitoes in town, but we're still kind of fine. So let's see, everything is loading. I'm going to switch off. Close the door a little bit. Try to hide some of the mosquitoes. Let's see. We are in. Whoops, that was the secret folder. No, it was not. It was just a folder. This is one of the earlier saves. So this is kind of how I did it. Marius, I promise I'll show you the Enzo. So I kind of modeled it the same-ish way and mirrored it and everything, but I spent a lot of time like doing a complete model. You see like all of this? This is completely unnecessary. These kind of shapes down here, you don't need that. And I did, well, I mean, these are pretty cool, but you see here we have some issues of weird shapes and residue. So I'm not going to try to make a solid body and then cut out of it with Tesla. I'm going to make a open body or a group of surfaces and then stitch them all together when I model all the parts that I need. So yeah, I'll probably live stream that as well. Yeah, mosquitoes, they really suck. I'm waiting for the delay. Yeah, so that's all about the Enzo. So I'm probably gonna do like this part here, because I modeled it like I did, I ended up with a really weird shape over here. And also this like fan duct, the whole idea was to kind of see, let's see if I can, yeah, to see the motor and stuff. And I mean, that worked, but it was unnecessarily hard. I did it the wrong way around. So that also ended up being like a really difficult part down here because I modeled it completely randomly weird. So I never really got to finish the rear in a nice way that I wanted to. But hey, I still have the model, so maybe one day, maybe not. But yeah, I think that's time to wrap it up, guys. I feel that we've accomplished a lot on this stream. I just want to have it in the black. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah. There we go. There. Now the joke came through. But yeah, I think it's time to finish this stream. It's 10 to 10. No, 10 to 11. Time for strum. And yeah, thanks everyone for sticking around. Thank you so much, Patrick, for the donation. It will clearly help for me to get myself a new graphics card. Ooh, because that's not stable. If to decide, Jacob. Oh, that looks good. I did try I have a lot of airplane motors. I will make something someday, but it's probably going to be later this summer when I moved to Norway. I'm moving to Norway, guys, just if you didn't know that. Actually in 2 weeks. Yeah. Thank you as well, Patrick. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I've done a quad in the past that failed completely. I'm not a good quad pilot. I will not even try. But I like to do these covers for Daniel's car, the OpenRC. It's he made such a great design, and the chassis is like almost made to take off the body and then put on a new body. So I mean, why not? But I've been wanting to do my own. Well, it's me against Russia then. So I've been wanting to do like one day. I will show you here shortly. I want to do something similar to this one here. So like model something similar to that and have an RC version of it. I think that would be really cool. I might borrow some parts from Daniel's OpenRC Truggy design because it's really cool. But yeah, I want to have something really strong with suspension. I even bought like these proper suspensions. Well, they're like from eBay, so but they have tensioning. You can tension all the stuff. So I want to use this in a project and like really have some weight in the car. Probably add way too much battery so I can drive for very long. To have some weight in it so you can actually see the suspension and everything working, and maybe even have a differential or something. Fix the axle independent suspension. I'm not sure about that question, but I think it would be independent suspension for every wheel. I think. Yeah, shocks. Suspension shocks. Meh, potato. Yeah, so that's the plan someday, sometime, somewhere. Yeah. So, yeah, make sure to check out the other videos if you want to. If you're new to the channel, again, please subscribe. It's gonna, and I mean, there's so many videos I've done that's like, I don't know, 150, 200 almost. So there's a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, probably Marius a gearbox in the middle, and probably only rear wheel drive to keep it a little bit simpler, and maybe even buy some official parts with for the differential to make it a little bit easier. I don't know, maybe we'll see. But yeah, there's a ton of videos. What else is there? Check out the links down below, and yeah. If you haven't already, you can join the Patreon giveaway of a printer very soon. It's the community printer, that one that I've reviewed, and it's so-so, but I mean, I can send it to you if you win the giveaway there. Yeah, with that said, Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll stick around in the chat for a few more minutes, but this delay is really annoying, so we'll skip that. See you guys in the next stream, someday, somewhere, sometime. Thanks again. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Surprise!